Merry Christmas, one and all. It's that time of year. It's dark, it's cold, probably quite wet, snow if you're lucky. So it's time to do a bit of a recap of the year. My first year in reselling. Bit of footage, few sales, couple of pickups. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chris, part-time reseller on eBay. It has been a little while since my last video. In fact, I think I recorded it over a month ago. Yeah, stuff has happened since. Obviously the Royal Mail strikes have affected things. I actually put my eBay shop on a holiday mode a couple of weeks ago. People can still buy things, but I'm just not shipping anything out. I did not want to deal with all the hassle and the stress of things not getting there, item not received, all that horrible stuff that you want to avoid as a reseller, or just selling on eBay in general. So I thought, you know what, shut the shop down. I say I'm part-time, I don't rely on it to sort of pay the bills, pay the mortgage, that sort of thing. So I thought, yeah, turn it off, just relax. I've still had a few sales. I'll run you through a few a bit later on. I've got some footage. I have been sourcing a little bit, but only a little bit. Only sort of, I haven't gone out of my way to source, just if I've been in a town and there's been some charity shops, I've popped in. I'll pop some footage in here of sort of what I have been sourcing. I'll do a few pickups because I haven't been picking up very much at all. And I'll take you through a couple of sales.
So this is Topmes, starting off in an Age UK. These are a pair of Nike fly knits somethings. I'll put a caption here. Now normally I would pick these up, but I've got some at stock currently. I'm going to be a bit picky, and these were just a little bit too worn. £5 a good price, don't get me wrong. There were a few stains on the upper material, but yeah, the sole was a little bit too worn for my liking. Nevica jacket. Vintage, nice colourway, sell-through rate is abysmal, so I left it. Even at like a couple of quid I probably would have left it. So for the princely sum of £4.99, these are some run and fly, made in England jeans. Not vintage, just like a low volume manufacturer I believe. Never heard of them before. But the cool thing about these is, they are unisex. So look at that, size 34, 34-inch waist, or size UK 16. Pretty cool, but I said never heard of it before. Nice black colour, really wide leg. Seems to be currently in fashion, so yeah, give them a go. My next charity shop, I do love picking up band clothing. Never heard of these guys, Hoodoo Gurus. This is the World Tour 2010, lovely condition, £4. Even if the sell-through rate is terrible and they take ages to sell, I'm having that. Love picking up band t-shirts. And then there was this. This is a Bukta, calls it tracksuit top, vintage, £5. Now what I will say is, Bukta, however you pronounce it on its own, isn't great. If you can find one with like a Premier League club sponsored one, definitely worth picking up. But on its own, not so good. Now this could have been a good find, but I just don't get on very well with these like basic golf polos. I know it's got a lovely stripy design, colourway, size large, but they just sit around for me, so I left that one. Now, it wouldn't be a true charity shop trip without a super dry test. These are a pair of super dry raw denim jeans. I think I'm like 2009, because I had a pair myself. And they want 14 quid for them. Yikes. I thought I'd hit the money here. John Smedley, merino wool, cardigan. £8, potentially 35 to 40, but what you won't see in this, and I only realised at the last minute, there was a massive repair to the collar, like a really dodgy one as well, just behind the hanger, so I left it. Gutted, absolutely gutted. And on a similar note, check this out, Mountain Hardware fleece, £7, there's some profit in that, but look, oh, it's got some company's logo on the back. Bummer. It just hurts the resale value way too much, so close, but no cigar. Now, here's an interesting one. Dolce & Gabbana. As far as I'm aware, this is a legitimate D&G item. £9, button missing. Thanks, charity shop. You're still asking 9 quid, and it was a little bit dog-eared. But do you know the main thing of this, the main issue? The sell-through rate and the realised pricing on eBay is terrible. You think D&G, premium. Nah, look at these comps. So I was leaving that. Now I tend to stick to these or jeans. I don't usually pick up the tops and stuff, but this is the sort of thing that should sell well. The sort of big, only the brave, sort of spell out with the big sort of chieftain logo. £6. But whenever the tags are removed, I just get the heebie-jeebies. Maybe I should have bought it, but I didn't. So yeah, never mind. Never mind. Must not rant. Must not rant. But you know what's coming. It's a vintage section. Is it vintage? Is it heck? It's a new age Nike tee, printed logo, label, whatever. £12! Do your research, charity shop. Do your research. That's not the worst thing. Check this out. Now I've heard of these. This is the first one I've seen, and I'm glad I'm talking over the top because I was uttering some expletives under my breath. It looks crap. I could have done that in DT and GCSE, and they want 24 quid for it. Absolute piss take. Oh, I swore. I'm sorry. But it is. It really is. But it gets worse. This apparently is a reworked Carhartt jacket. Yep. £52. Honestly, I can't describe how badly put together it was. Who would wear this? It's just trash.
Scary alleyway. We're in Bobman. Never been here before, the charity shop, so I'm intrigued.
So first up is a Cancer Research UK, and here are some monster high dolls. Now, rather coincidentally, I was researching these the day before I went to this town, because I bought a lot of these from a car boot in the summer, and I hadn't actually got around to looking at them, so I had a bit of an idea of what to look out for, and these were ticking quite a few boxes. Plenty of accessories, like shoes present, all the limbs are present. For £3 each, definitely worth a go. You know, no risk there, definitely going to be worth more than that. Yeah, the legs are a bit loose, but that's okay, shouldn't affect the price too much. I just thought I'd show this. This is a Ducati Corsa 3XL zipped hoodie. Not bad condition, few stains that probably would have come out, but the sell-through rate on this was absolutely terrible. Nothing similar to this had sold. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but given the amount of stock I have already, I left it. Good find for somebody, just not for me. Right, here's one for the luxury pickers. Christian Dior, potentially. Cotton rich shirt, £5. I didn't pick it up. You're probably thinking, why on earth did I do that? I can't begin to describe how many pulls there were on this shirt. It is as if somebody had fallen into like a gorse bush or something on a night out. They were everywhere. It's such a shame. Such a shame. So yeah, of course, I left it, but oh, bummer. Now, this shop was a little bit expensive, didn't buy anything to resell, but I did find this cool little thing. It's a handheld weather station for like hiking and stuff, but given I work from home, I really wanted to work out the temperature in the office, so yeah, I bought that for myself. Am I going to show these in frame? There we go, Clark's GoreTex. Keep an eye out for these, really good sell-through rate, can realise some good prices. However, at, how much were they? Were they 15 quid? Yeah, 15 quid. Yeah, not enough in it, unfortunately. Great price for you to be buying for yourself, just not to resell. Another one I didn't pick up, thought I'd show. This is a Scotch Soda long sleeve shirt. They're a Dutch brand, Scotch Soda. Their jeans do really well. Shirts, less so, but still can, you know, you can probably get 20, 25-ish for this one. But it's a small size, I think it was a medium, and it was 6 quid. And again, I just, nah, there wasn't enough in it for me.
Now we're in Liscard. So cross the road and see what we can do. Ooh, scared. go. First stop. Sea Ryder.
Now, Dummy here actually filmed that Sea Ryder because he forgot to turn the camera on. So, you'll have to wait to the pickup to see what I bought from there. But we're now in a British Heart Foundation, checking out their pricing strategy. £7 for this Ireland Rugby, I believe it's a training top. Not bad buying for yourself, but not to resell. But oh, look at this. It's COS. COS has done well for me. It's a good brand, if you can get it at a good price. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's not a good price. Now, they actually had a couple of newer tags COS Polo shirts as well. I think they wanted 25 quid each. So, yeah, I suspect they'll be there for quite a while. Okay, super dry test, take 2. What's this one going to be? Basic Windcheater, no hood, size medium. Oh, come on, I didn't even get that for mine when I sold mine last year on eBay. Mental. Now, this is a Mizuno performance quarter zip. Thought it would do okay, it doesn't. But I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is what you can't hear. There was a lady on the radio and she won, I think it was £144,000 on some sort of competition. And she was so overwhelmed. And then I think she donated, I think it was 10 grand of it back to charity. Well, that's awesome. Absolute 100% good egg. Absolutely brilliant gesture. So fair play to her. But not to this jacket. This jacket is rubbish. Don't bother. Mizuno, yeah, not a good brand.
So, change of scenery once again. You're slowly getting a tour of the whole house, I swear. Just trying to work out the best sort of lighting because it's either too bright or too gloomy. So hopefully this is fine, but bear with me. So I've got my ring light here once again. So hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. So these are the pickups. I've actually got quite a bit. Given that I haven't really been sourcing very much, so I thought it's kind of accumulated into 2 bags worth. A lot of this stuff you wouldn't have seen because I just haven't been filming because I wasn't expecting to pick anything up. It's always the way, isn't it? But I've got a fair bit of stuff. I'll try and link it to the footage. I know Topmes only bought 2 things. There's a clue as to how bad that was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it could have been better. So, Topmes. You would have seen the footage. 2 things I picked up were these Run and Fly jeans. Actually unisex. So they're a 34 width for waist and for size 16 women's. Paid £5. No idea how well they're going to do. Sell-through rate's okay. They are a nice baggy fit. Look at that, nice wide leg. So I'll aim for 20, maybe a bit more. But again, it's brand experimentation on that one. And favourite thing of that day, 2 things, was this. I love picking up band t-shirts. So this is a band called Hoodoo Gurus. This is their world tour from 2010. Paid £4 for that one, as you would have seen. Again, no idea on value. I do like picking up band shirts, even if the margins aren't quite as good as other things I like to pick up. So again, I'm saying maybe 20 quid on that one. Might take a while to sell, but it's the only one listed. Well, it will be. So I'm confident there's going to be a buyer out there somewhere, hopefully. Okay, so you would have seen me in Bobman. Now, Bobman, as I said in the video, is somewhere where I've wanted to go for a while. Disappointing. I thought there'd be more charity shops than there were. And Bobman is, I don't want to sort of diss people that live in Bobman, but Bobman's not the most affluent town. It's quite sort of, it's not deprived because that's unfair, but it's, you know, it's not somewhere where you'd think the prices would be high. I thought it was going to be bargain central. Bitterly disappointed. Expensive. It's bizarre like that, isn't it? It's bizarre how it goes like that. So, I didn't pick up very much. The only things I picked up, I believe, were these. So, Cancer Research UK came good. So, in no particular order, I picked up... Who remembers him? Remember that film? Chicken Run. Chicken Run from the year 2000. Yikes, I feel old. So he was £1.50. Newer tags. That's Rocky. He's the sort of the protagonist, the male protagonist, next to... What was the female one called? What was the female chicken called? That one there. Was it Babs? Was it Babs? I can't remember. Might have been Babs. Anyway, here's one £1.50. Not a huge amount of value, but probably £8 or so plus postage. So not too bad. What else did I pick up? Box of cards, 50p each. This is a fairly good one. This is a Hot Wheels Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. Really popular model. Not in the best condition. Does have a few chips. That's from 2014. New in packet, you're looking at probably 15 or so quid. But it's one I didn't have already. So yeah, it's sort of like a filler, bit of rolls well, so that's good. But the best finds from that shop were definitely these 4 Monster High dolls. So I bought a lot of Monster High dolls ages ago from the car boot. And do you know what? I'm not even joking. I was looking them up a day before I went down to Cornwall. So I already had in my mind what I need to look out for. And the main thing picking these up are the accessories. The more accessories they have, the better. So these were all £3 each, which seems a little expensive for a doll, but should be okay here. So now I can't remember all their names. I have to put a little sort of caption in. But these are all in good condition. Some of the articulation is a little loose, which isn't the end of the world, but will hurt the value a little bit. So this one is something wolf. I think something wolf. Oh, the caption will explain it. I think she's from. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm talking about with these, to be honest. They're £3 each. Hopefully, at least. Well, I mean, I'll aim for like 15 quid plus postage per one. Some might do less. Some might do better. This one is, again, caption will explain it. Years sort of vary from sort of 2009 to 2012, something like that. So I didn't realise there were so many different runs from Monster High. They've got like different series, lines, whatever. So there are loads of different variations, different characters repeated with different outfits and accessories. A couple more. We have this one. She's a little bit loose. Her arms are a bit. Oh dear. Oh, that's not so bad, is it? Oh no, it is loose. So obviously she's seen a lot of articulation in her time. Again, she does have lots of accessories. Both shoes are there, sort of like leg warmers, whatever you call them, hair piece. So yeah, again, more accessories the better. There's her, and then finally there's this one. Like I say, she has her boots, she has her dress, and her arm thing. She probably came with loads more accessories, but again, the more the accessories, the higher the value. And make sure all their limbs are present, because the hands can pop off quite easily. Yeah, but I said there's definitely value in those. Probably more than £3. There wasn't any signal in the shop at all, so I had to take a punt. I thought I'd rather risk it and learn than leave it and regret. So that's those. Fairly confident they'll sell. Obviously now it's Christmas. They probably would have sold quite well up to Christmas, but I'm not listing anything until after Christmas, so they'll sell when they do. Right, so that was Bobman. Listgard. Yeah, it was Listgard. Again, didn't pick up very much. I found a cheap Oxfam. The Oxfam there in Listgard, if you're local nearby, it's the same thing. The Oxfam in Listgard is quite cheap. The only thing is, there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it worth buying. It's a shame. So, but it's one to look out for, one to check if you're nearby, because it has potential. You would have seen the footage of the British Heart Foundation, and it was criminal. Didn't buy anything from there. What else was this? But Sue Ryder. Sue Ryder came good. Picked up 2 things from Sue Ryder. One men's, one women's. Did I film in there? I don't think I did. I think I forgot to film. Muppet. So 2 things. Got this men's deal polo shirt. Somebody's got 20 quid for one of these on eBay. I was like, crikey. So I only paid £3 for that one. So I think 20 quid is optimistic. I think somebody must have really, really wanted it. But they had like fisherman like smock in the title. I'm like, it's not a smock, it's literally just a polo shirt. And it's exactly the same as this one. So I don't know, they obviously, spun the words to suit them. It's a size large, lovely condition, no rips, no stains. So £3. I'm going to aim for like 15 to 17. I think 20, I'll be waiting a while. So, I might list it at 20 and take offers. We'll see. But it's a lovely condition. And from the women's section, I got this. Again, women's clothing. I'm dabbling. I'm trying things out. I'm buying things just to experiment. I'm hoping this will do well. So this was £2.75. It's a Jules Rugby polo shirt, I guess. Nice big number 3 on the back. Small 3 on the front. Nice crest and Jules embroidered logo. I know the men's ones can do quite well, so I thought, you know what? There's so much going there. I'm going to give it a go. It's a small size, It's only a size 12, which, you know, it is actually it is really, really small. But from £2.75, again, even that only goes for 15 quid, and it sells quickly, I'll be happy. Just to know how well it does. And I think that was everything from that trip, you know. I think. Yes, it was. So, skipping forward a few days, you're probably thinking, Chris, why are you driving all the way down to Bobman and Liskeard to go thrifting? I wasn't. There's a reason for this. I actually bought a new car. A new, like, daily car, dependable car. The old black Skoda's coming off the road because it needs a lot of TLC and it's too low and it scrapes. So I've bought a new car, insert picture. So this is a Mark II Octavia VRS Estate, petrol. So the newer model. 2006, love it. And I bought it from Truro. So on the way back from viewing it last Tuesday, stopped in a few towns, bought that stuff. Made sense. Paid for the petrol, hopefully. Paid for the petrol. Doesn't pay for the car. I needed to find a lot more than that to pay for that. But it's fine. So yeah, that'll be my go-to car going forward. But when I went to collect the car, Sunday, I knew a charity shop was open. It's the Big Sue Ryder warehouse in Saltash, if you want to know. And I'm delighted to say I found some things. So, in no particular order, we have a pair of jeans. These are a pair of Levi's Mile High Super Skinny. Now, super skinny jeans don't tend to do all that well. I found, I think they're sort of, the fashion sort of moved on to more like straight and flared and bootcut stuff. But these were a £5. They are Levi's premium, lovely condition, no rips, no stains. 29-inch waist. The leg is, I think, a 30. I'll have to double check. Again, easy 20 quid there. Seem to sell fairly well. I find like women's Levi's sell better than men's. Go figure. But yeah, couldn't leave those behind for a £5. What else have we got? Something I wouldn't normally pick up. Because it doesn't sell at all, but I just couldn't leave it. Again, big size won me over. So £4.50, it's this Polo by Ralph Lauren, Pima cotton jumper, and it is massive, absolutely massive. Pretty much just covers me up. So £4.50, this is size, it's 2XLT, so big and tall, extra large tall, I believe that means. So it's got a bit more length to it. It is absolutely enormous. Lovely little embroidered polo pony there, of course. Where are we? All the tags are fine, a little bit shriveled. So yeah, it's legitimate, of course. Yeah, £4.50. Again, probably a slow seller. Because it's such a big size, I just had to pick it up. They actually had another one on a more modern polo tag. You know, the one that's navy and has like gold lettering. But it was stained. And it was a little bit ragged, so I thought, this one's fine. No rips, no stains, £4.50. Probably aim for about 20 quid on that one. Again, we're not talking huge margins, but I'm persisting with Ralph Lauren. I'm persisting. I know with Ralph Lauren, more outlandish it is, the better it'll do. And this isn't. But I'm confident the size will hopefully sell it fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. So last clothing thing, and again, like I said before, trying to get more familiar with the women's section, even though it takes ages to go through, and it's basically like per Una and supermarket brands. I just want to get comfortable looking for stuff, like looking for like more luxury brands, if I can help it. But, funny enough, in the women's section, on the women's coat rail, there was this. Even bigger. Oh, I'm completely gone. This is huge. This is a Marks and Spencer's St. Michael, Italian, I guess like trench coat. Not really a Loden, but it's one of these huge. What do you call that? Oh, I forgot. I've blooming on the name. Is it a trench coat? We'll call it a trench coat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's obviously I'm going to stand up here. It's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It was £7. I thought that's a fair price. Made in Italy. But the thing that swung it for me, if I can find the old thingy. Is that going to pick it up? It's a wool cashmere blend. Okay, with polyamide as well. But 70% wool, 10% cashmere. I thought, ooh, that's got to be worth something, surely. Massive size. It's a size extra large. But honestly, that could be any number of X's size large. You know, it's absolutely huge. lovely condition, no rips, no stains. Bit furry, but I can get that off with some like sort of masking tape. All the buttons are present. Beautiful dark blue colour. Say £7 into, I want to say at least 40. I know we're sort of through the winter now, so. But I think, you know, that should sell fairly quickly. I don't think there are any other of this sort of style on eBay and this size. So hopefully I can play that to my advantage. But I just thought, yeah, for £7, I'm going to give that a go. I'm definitely going to give that a go. Definitely, as I say, merit in the design, merit in the material composition. Just like, I wouldn't wear it myself, but I just think that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll see how well that does. We will see. Because St. Michael, another one of those brands where it either sells well or it just sits for the rest of time, you know? So, we'll see. I'll let you know how it does. And finally from that shop, they shop did really well. Last time I went in, I found nothing. So again, it is just luck of the draw, isn't it? So final thing from that shop, again, took a bit of a gamble with these. No idea how well they're going to do. Again, looking through the ladies' shoes, and I saw these boots. Well, they look different, you know, different can be good. So these are a pair of, is he going to pick it up? They're a pair of Geox. Haven't bought Geox before. These are the, do you know what, I can't even make that out. What does that even say? Something paid, oh, I don't know. But they're a pair of Geox. The zip goes down the side so you can get your foot in. So I think the laces are kind of superficial, but you can also tighten it with the laces. Strange design. They're a UK 6.5. Is this going to pick it up? It might not. It should say Geox Respirer, if that made it out. The leather though, they're suede outers, leather insole. Geox Respirer, they're a size UK 6.5, so a nice size. Tread on the bottom is pretty good. A little bit of wear, not too much to complain about. Bit of marking on the side, should be able to make that look a bit nice with these sort of products I have. Paid a £5 for those. Geox seem to be, they either do well or they don't. So I'm hoping they do well. Gonna push probably 25 on those. That may be a bit too optimistic, but start high, come down a bit, see what happens. As long as I can get all the stains out, which I think I can. So they're in good condition apart from that. So we'll see how well they do. Geox, test again, brand experimentation on those. But I knew these next ones would pay for most of that, so I wasn't worried. Wasn't worried at all. Had these before. These are a pair of Hotter Mist GoreTex walking shoes. And the last pair I had, the back was like quite worn. Made it very clear. They went for £20 plus postage. As you can see, these are absolutely immaculate on the bottom. Like as if they've never been worn outside. It's ridiculous. And they were £4. So I'm thinking that's a solid £25 plus postage right there. I might stick them up at 30 and then accept 25 because they're absolutely pristine. There are a few scuffs on top, but it's just like they've been stored somewhere and just been sort of bashed around in the cupboard. I'm not going to be entertaining low offers here. Solid £25. That lot came to I think it came to like 12, 16, like £17. So even with tax removed, fees removed, these selling pays for all that. So I'm in profit already. Really, really happy. Really, really happy. So yeah, it's all about GoreTex. And in fact, that very conveniently links to the last shop, local shop in town, but I haven't been to for a while because it's kind of out of the way. Popped in on the whim. Glad I did because I found some really cool bits. Did I buy 3 things from there? I'll show you these first. I've linked them. Pair of ladies walking boots. Never heard of the brand before. Brand is called Trezetta. I think Trezetta, but as you can see, GoreTex. GoreTex sells itself. These were £7.50. They're a UK 6.5. They are suede. They aren't leather. They are also suede, so it tends to not do as well. And to be fair, margins probably aren't going to be as good as I thought. But hopefully 25 to 30 on these. If I sort of clean them up, get them looking good. Tread on the bottom is, I mean, it's fantastic. Obviously they are older model, but they are an older model. But yeah, I'm happy that £7.50 should turn into, yeah, hopefully 25 to 30 fairly easily. Again, GoreTex stuff I find hard to leave behind because, unless it's really expensive, because there's always a demand for it. So that was those. And the same shop, again, another brand experimentation, building up the portfolio. Never heard of this brand before, ever. This is called Alexander Julian Colour Sport. I don't know, I think they might be golf trousers, like vintage golf trousers. That sort of, is it polyamide material? Is it polyester? It's nylon. Shows how much I know. Nylon outer. There's not much branding apart from that little sort of colour sport embroidered logo there. Rear button pocket. Lovely sort of colourful drawstring. But they were only £2. And the sell-through rate on these is terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. I thought for £2. I'm just going to see how long they take to sell. Probably won't price them more than about £15. There isn't a huge amount going for them. I just couldn't leave them for £2. I just had to know. I had to know how well they do. That's those. 2 things left. This was the first thing I picked up from that shop. £2.50. It's a Hinge knee wrap. Now, medical stuff can sell really well. Can sell really well. This is a Hinge knee wrap. It's a size small. There we go. Size small. I think it has been used because the box is open. I can't tell it as new because it obviously isn't. But this could do really well. I'm thinking like maybe £25 on this. 10x. Which is lovely. I love a good 10x. Maybe more. So that's the ladies modelling it there. So it goes over your knee and it just supports it if you've got like a sprain or some sort of injury. But I thought, crikey, I wasn't leaving that behind because I know medical stuff can do really well. So it might be a complete flop, but it might do really well again. I'll let you know in due course how well it does. And finally, probably best find of late, I guess. Just popped into my local town. Funny enough to get money for the car I was going to buy. Popped into a shop. Funny enough, bumped into a good friend of mine. So Rich and Reese, if you're watching, he actually said, my son's been watching your videos he has. I'm like, nice. So Rich and Reese, if you're watching, hi, have a fantastic Christmas. But as I was talking to them, I picked this up. So this is a, this doesn't look much, does it? This is a Johnson's of, what is it? Sorry, start again. This is a Johnson's of Elgin. There we go. Made in Scotland. 100% cashmere cardigan. And it was £4. Oof, and believe me, I do not find cashmere very often. You just don't find cashmere very often. Cashmere blends. But cashmere, it's just pure cashmere. Found 2. I'm in my retailing journey. 2. No, 3, but 1 was knackered. Doesn't matter. So £4, that, I'm going to push £45 on that one, plus postage. Size XL, really big size. I was checking it over so carefully in the shop, like, please don't have any holes, please don't have any holes. I haven't found any. I've been meticulous with this one. So I'm hopeful that's going to be a really good seller. So yeah, £4 into hopefully 45. Banger. Absolute banger. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Johnson's of Elgin. Really, really good brand to look out for. Say, nothing going for it. Absolutely nothing going for it. But the brand and the material obviously just sells itself. Absolutely fantastic. And before my camera dies, 6% power, those are the pickups. So, yeah, given I haven't been listing anything, I've actually picked up quite a bit of stuff. So I better get my skates on. I better get my skates on and start drafting just dozens and dozens of listings, because once Christmas is over, I am going to be flooding my shop with loads of stuff that I should have listed ages ago. So finally, let me run you through a few sales, just the noteworthy ones. I've had a fair few actually since I closed my shop, or at least like put it on pause. So I'll go through those first, and then some older sales I haven't got through. Again, I'll just go through the noteworthy ones. I don't want to bore you too much. So I sold these nudie jeans. These are a really small size. They're called the Straight Alfs. Width 30, length 30. £22 plus postage. Happy. Sold this Reese 100% cotton overshirt. Thought this would do better, to be honest. I'm I'm not a big fan of Reese. I don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. At least I haven't had very good luck with it. Paid £4 for this, sold for £25 plus postage, which is a good margin, but I thought it would do a lot better. So I'm just going to bear that in mind whenever I see Reese stuff in the future. Doesn't do as well as I thought it would. Sale of the month, this one. This is a Haglufs, I think that's how you pronounce it, women's Astral / Orion GTX GoreTex jacket. Size small, UK size 8 to 10. Paid £6 for this in a charity shop. That's gone for £84 plus postage. I had it up for 90. Somebody offered me 84. Take it. Just, that is incredible. So yeah, Haglufs. I'll put the brand logo in here. Keep an eye out for this brand. It is tip top. Sold these Lauren by Ralph Lauren corduroy blend trousers. Now Polo Ralph Lauren doesn't sell too well for me, but these Lauren ones, green label, females oriented line, sold pretty quickly. Paid £3 for them. They've gone for £20 plus postage. I was really happy with that. Sold these Brasher women's Super Light 2 GoreTex, again GoreTex walking boots. Paid £1 for these. Now I made it very clear in the description that the soles have been glued, or at least one of the boots they've been glued on. I think they've obviously previously failed. Made it very clear that this was a repair. Had them up for 30. Took an offer, £25 plus postage. So from £1. Fantastic. Sticking with the walking boot theme, sold these Scarpa Go Up Gore-Tex suede women's walking boots. Paid £4 at the car boot sale. They've gone for £40 plus postage. This is a Deer Hunter by Engel camo fleece. Paid $4.50, I think, for this one. Had a bit of a mark on the front, which is a shame. That's gone for £25 plus postage. Sold this John Lewis 100% cashmere. There it is again, cashmere jumper. Paid £3 for this. That's gone for £25 plus postage. Probably could have got a bit more looking back, but I'm happy with 25. Sold loads of cars, loads of Hot Wheels cars. I'll just put the screenshots in here. Sold these Furigan Preston Lady textile motorcycle trousers. Paid £8 for these in Western Supermare. They've gone for £55 plus postage. This is a Jaguar F1 4-in-1 t-shirt, vintage, from the year 2000, size large. Paid £5 for this one. That's gone for £25 plus postage. These are some Nike Phantom Vision Academy DF MG Black Volt men's football boots. £25 plus postage, paid £5. And last one, this is a Walker and Hawks men's brown wax cotton hunting waistcoat gilet. I think I paid £1 for this at a car boot ages ago. £25 plus postage. Plus some other little things too, and some other stuff. So yeah, happy with the sales. And that is that. This is going to be quite a long video actually. This is going to be like a bumper Christmas special. There's the title, probably. Yeah, first year reselling. It's been a fantastic learning curve. I've learned so much, like more than I could ever imagine about reselling and stuff. Starting off, picking up every Tom, Dick and Harry thing I thought would sell. Obviously, as I learnt more stuff, I know that a lot of stuff doesn't sell. Looking back at some of my earlier videos, there's a lot of stuff I bought then. I'm thinking, blimey, what on earth did I buy that? It's hopeless. But obviously you don't know unless you buy it and learn what sells, for how much, how long you've got to wait for that sale, all that stuff. So going into the new year, I've got a much more rounded idea of what I need to look out for, what I need to be buying, what I need to be leaving. That's also very important. But also experimenting with new brands, because if you don't like take little risks here and there, expand the portfolio, you're not going to have a more sort of rounded view of stuff, are you? Women's clothing. In 2023, women's clothing is going to be my big sort of thing I need to really delve into. No, I don't mind looking through women's clothing rails, that isn't a problem. But I think it's having the patience of sifting through all the Peruna, all the Edinburgh Woolen Mill, all the stuff that typically doesn't sell very much, and looking for the, you know, the standout pieces, the occasional luxury brands, the standout patterns, the great materials. It's sifting through the fodder to get to the gems, if that makes sense. That's the bit I'm more reluctant to do, because I know my time could be better spent looking through men's rails in different shops. But I think if I just sort of slow down a little bit, put the time in, should pay dividends, hopefully. So that's my plan going forward. So this will be the last video of this year, or at least before Christmas. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So I haven't posted anything out for a couple of weeks. I want to avoid the strikes completely. I don't think, touch wood, I haven't had any item not received from anything. So dodged a bullet there. Can't complain there at all. And I think I'll leave it there. So my next video is probably going to be a top tip video. I know I've been saying for ages I'm going to do one. I've just been buying so much. That's been like the bread and butter of my videos. But I genuinely am going to do a top tip video going forward. And hopefully it's one that everyone can sort of use. It's not about looking for good stuff. Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. It's going to be a surprise. But it's going to be useful to anyone, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support over the year. So I am only part-time. I can't put these videos out sort of daily because I just haven't got the time or the capacity to do that. But thank you so much for all the support, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribes. And if you aren't subscribed and would like to be, please click the button. It's free. I know there are adverts. I can't do anything about that. If I could turn them off, I would. I promise you, because I do this because I enjoy it. I don't really want to get anything back. But, you know, YouTube is a massive multinational conglomerate that wants to make money. So, unlike me. So, I'm afraid I can't do anything about that. But anyway, thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. And I will see you, I guess, post-Christmas. Yeah, in the dark days post-Christmas. So yeah, thank you so much once again. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.